Happy Monday, everyone. My name is Pinup Miami, and today I'm going to create a makeup look using only dollar store products. So I wanted to show everyone that it's easy if you want to get into pinup, if you want to get into makeup, anything of that nature, that you could use anything, and it's just technique. And then once you start learning how to use things, you could move on to other things. So today I went to 2 different dollar stores to get different things, because I feel like every dollar store is not like what you see online. Some of them have like really amazing products, and then there's others that have nothing, and I feel like both of mine had nothing. I couldn't find anything like I saw on like the social media world. So, hey, yeah, funny, let's go. So make sure, if you can't hear me or you have any questions at all, I'm like looking like different today, because I found this like 1940s like, this is authentic. It says Alexander something like hat, and I don't know, I don't think I'm a turban person, but I thought, hey, let's wear it today. We're doing different things today. So different look. All right. So before we get started, I always want to do a little show and tell. Oh, thank you. My skin is glowing. It's the sweat. No, just kidding. We have I'm going to show you. So every Monday, sorry, I got distracted with the skin is glowing vibe that Vivian is putting out there. So before I start my lives on Monday, I like to show off like something either vintage related or cool. And today I thought I'd show you a hand puppet. All right, now isn't this amazing, especially for Women's Month? You know, you have Rosie the Riveter here. Let me see. Wait, I forgot how to make this work. Hold on. There we go. There's 2 little clips there. Now, isn't this adorable? Boo, boo, boo. Let's go, guys. I feel like I need the Rocky theme song. The Rocky theme song here. Isn't this the coolest little thing? Found it at a local comic book store called Tate's Comics up in Fort Lauderdale. But I've also seen her online, and she can pack a punch, you know? I feel like a little slow motion, like, but yeah, she's adorable. I love her. She's going to sit right there next to my purses because she kicks butt. Boom, 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 boom. I love it. And then she could do the little pose. All right. But yeah, I just wanted to show her off because she's adorable. All right. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. I'm only going to be using dollar store products. So 305 Vibes, Skin Goals. Oh, thank you. I've been really switching up my skincare to Korean skincare. Yeah, and I'm getting a package from I've never tried Cushion Foundation, but I've seen it all in the Korean world. And at Funny Falcon, you want her? I'll get you one. Funny Falcon is my twin sister. If you didn't know, I have a twin sister for real. So yeah, I'm excited for that. So everything is from the dollar store today. So I don't want any excuses that somebody can't get makeup or simple things. Like I said, I went to 2 different Dollar Trees. Now, Dollar Tree is not $1 anymore. It's $1.25. So I have 18 items. Let me do the math really quick. 18 items times $1.25. So for under, this is $22.50 with tax. I'm gonna guess like under $25, because I'm sure I could have added more things, removed some things. So between $18 and $25, I'm gonna say you can make a whole makeup look. So let's get started here. We're gonna start off, which I was surprised to find at Dollar Tree, a primer. No, this is not the primer. I know I got a primer somewhere. Oh, here we go. It is the Essentially Ageless Primer Blur Face Primer with hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. Now, I wanted to check all of these in my Yuka app. If you guys don't know what a Yuka app is it's something that you could scan the barcode of the product, and it'll tell you if it has harsh chemicals, if it's bad for you, if it has carcinogens. But I wanted to avoid it today because I don't want to know. I want to do the video. All right. So we are going. Hello, Miss Raisin. How you doing? So I'm gonna and see. I already have them. I have them in the packaging. So we're gonna start off by just priming. I like to prime the face. Ooh, this looks pink. But let's see if it like hides our pores. And then we're just gonna use our fingers and put it all over the face. It does have a scent to it, and it's a little rough to wrap, but it doesn't compare to my e.l.f. putty primer, but it could probably be a mix of like a silicone. Let me see these ingredients really quick. Yeah, it has glycerin. So yeah, that's why it's gliding like that. So I'm gonna put it all over. I would avoid the eyes on this one. You know, let that set. That's $1.25 out. Next, I found this perfect brow mini kit. So this kit looked like it had different. Oh, it doesn't have a. I thought it came with a little brush. So I might cheat just to because I can't really do this with my fingers. But this is a cute little brow kit that doesn't close. But it's cute. I'm gonna use just a brush. I need a mirror for this. Let's see. I hope you don't wake up, Miss Raisin. I hope you don't wake up with a wild rash. I thought about that. But I'll wash it off after. I should be fine. You should always patch test if you're trying something new. Which I do that with Korean stuff just in case, but they seem to be vegan and they don't test on animals, so I haven't had any problems with that. So I'm gonna get an angled brush and just go in with their darkest. I like my eyebrows dark. Let's see here. And I just like to do little hair strokes. This is very not pigmented. But let me see if you guys could see. It's just like eyeshadow. There's nothing different here. I could have probably gotten away. And I've always said you could use eyeshadow for your eyebrows when you're in a punch or if you're new. You don't have to spend the money. Oh, that's really dark. And what I like is that it comes with a white. So if you want to highlight the arch, which I'm going to try that out. It's not a white. It's like a nude. So I'm just doing little hair strokes on the eyebrow. Little strokes. Making my hairs look as natural as possible. All right, I'm just going to take a little other brush just to get that little white. I want to test that out and see. It's a little too white. I guess it's just to define your eyebrow. But again, or maybe it's just like an old palette that then they're like, oh, we could just market it as a little brow. But the one thing is like it has a magnet, but it doesn't stay closed. Oh, you have to press it really hard. This will be a cute eyeshadow on the go, like if you're traveling for a little weekend away. Okay, it doesn't close. All right. Next is we're going to do our eyebrows. Eyeshadow. Now, I'm not going to lie. I've used this all the way until college. It's $1.25 with this neutral palette. And it's never steered me wrong. So it's a LA Girl eyeshadow. Like I said, I've used this for a long time. So this was like, I would say the first thing I'd always, like my go-to all the time. And is that embarrassing to say? No. All right. So this one comes with a little, ooh. For $1.25, look at how many colors you get. And there's mattes, shimmers, a little bit of everything. And I know that I cheated by using brushes on the brow, but I thought the kit came with a little brush. But we're going to keep using this because a lot of people are scared to use this. But technically, you could use this. You could use your fingers, anything. So we're going to go in with this nude shade here and all over the lid. We're going to create a classic eye, pinup eye, I call it. So this one, oh, it's very neutral, but we're going to put it all over just to create a base on our lid. And you know what? I'm going to do this side with this and the other side with my fingers just so you could see that it's going to be the same. So I'm just covering my whole eyelid with this color. Tim got excited that I said Tate's. Well, he was there when I found the little puppet. Oh, I said I was going to use my finger. My bad. So we're going to just tap it in. I'm just going to rub my finger in there. And this palette helps that I don't have my acrylics on, so it makes it easier to just put it on here. Miss Ray's son. Thank you. This is like a legit vintage hat I found over the weekend. A turban. And it reminds me of like the 1940s. And you can't see it on camera, but it's a mix of satin and velvet. And I love the design. It's like my yellow hair sticks out. So we're going to cover this all over. So you can see already a little bit of a difference. This one takes more work, but it's the same. Now we're going to go in with a little darker right here, this shade. They have no names. So I'm going to go in. And you really have to, with these palettes from the Dollar Tree, you have to like warm it in and break the seal. Because when they create the foundation, sometimes there's like a little treatment they put in order to stamp it and create that design. So I really feel like when you go like this and break it in, it helps. So we're going to create a little V towards the end here. If you have a hooded eye, create like a little V section. Now these little puffs might be a little hard to blend in the beginning, but just be patient and start small and go bigger. Go darker, I mean, as you go. And just do little strokes. Really help create that heaviness at the end of the eye. Then I'm going to go with my finger and do the same thing on the side. And there you go. It gives it a more sheerer look with the finger. So I just got to go in a little more. But it's going on. Then we're going to go in a little darker. So as you see, we're trying to go from middle to dark, and then we'll go in and highlight the areas we want to highlight on our eyes. So I'm going to go a little bit darker. I'm going to go more for this color here. This one here. Rub it in, break that little top seal. And then just do it in the outer corner of the eye. Also helps create that heaviness towards the end. So then when you do your liner and give it that like sultry eye. Forgot what side I was on. You see the difference that little bit makes? Oh, then I'm going to get my finger and do it towards the end. Just showing you the difference between using this and your fingers. With the fingers, as you see, it goes on a little sheer, but you also have more control over the product. And you see how it blends out seamlessly as well. So I'm actually going to go in my fingers at the end to blend everything. Because these are little, you know, little. All right, then I'm going to take the other side and get this white just to highlight under my brow bone and the inner corners. So we're just going to bring that over. Whoa, that's whiter than I thought. And I feel like my neighbors are running a motor, so if you hear that, my dog definitely does. Sorry. All right. Now, as I said last week when I did the not leprechaun, the St. Patrick's makeup look, it was scary in the beginning, and just blending that with my finger. It's a trust the process kind of moment. Definitely is. Um, you just gotta trust the process, especially when you're doing eye makeup because you haven't done the rest of your face. So it could be it could look kind of scary when you haven't really done anything else to your face, and then your eyes are like poof, you know. All right, just gonna highlight the inner corner there, and there you go. Then make sure you blend everything out. I mean, like I told you, I've used this palette all the way until college, until I started seeing other people use the Urban Decay Naked palette, and then I love the palette so much. I bought it for my sister and not myself. um, then I'm gonna take a napkin. You could use some micellar water, but I highly doubt this water. This is gonna ruin your primer that we did. You're just gonna cut it here. This will also create a base for your eyeliner. This doesn't looks a little patchy there. There we go. We'll see. Now I'm really curious about this dollar store foundation. Yeah, so we're just gonna cut that, like that. All right. Now the next thing we're gonna do is open up this cutest. These are sponges, and look, they came like little cupcakes. You get 3 sponges for $1.25. Let's see how these sponges are. They came. I just love how they came like little cupcakes. You know, like I wish they were round because I feel like that'd be easier to manipulate. But I mean, they're little cupcakes. So if you're a baker, that'd be like a cute little kit that you make for somebody for Valentine's or whichever Easter basket coming up. So I'm gonna use this for the foundation. Now, I found it really hard because you can't really test foundation, but there was only 3 shades at the Dollar Tree. There was a porcelain, nude, and there was a tan color that was way too dark. Both of them were so dark. And yeah, so we're gonna see if this LA color foundation in porcelain. It says high pigmented formula. Yeah, we would just see how this is. So we're gonna open this package up. And yeah, this is the part that I'm really interested in seeing. Because, I don't know, comment in the comments below if you've ever tried Dollar Tree foundation. It has little dots in it. Yeah, I'd like to know if you tried it. I didn't even know they had foundation. I tried to look for concealer. Mine didn't have concealer. I'm just trying to warm it up a little bit in between my hands. Because it looks like it's been sitting at the Dollar Tree for a while. Oh my god, my hand's starting to feel tight. All right. So, it looks like a lip gloss applicator. How interesting is that? So, it's really interesting. All right, so we're just going to put a dot here. Okay. I don't know if to use a lot or a little, but we're going in with this. I have not tried the dollar store makeup. Oh, Margaret, how are you? I want to hear about the Pin Network meetup this Saturday. All right, here we go. I feel like I wiped it all off with the sponge. All right. I don't really see a difference there. I literally feel like all the foundation is being soaked into the sponge. I feel like this is just a real sponge, not like a makeup sponge. But hey, let's keep going here. This is definitely not my color, but as long as it controls my redness, I think it'll be fine. All right, I'm going to describe what this feels like. This feels like you know when you're going to be a clown for Halloween? I mean, I don't know if a lot of people will decide to be clowns for Halloween. But if you decide to do like a costume that involves like that white face paint or black face paint or any color face paint, this is just moving around on the top of my skin. Definitely this wouldn't be something I'd get at the dollar store. You could get like anything from Revlon or drugstore related, super cheap. My favorite drugstore foundation is this is looking worse as I move it around. But we're gonna make it work. Oh no. My favorite foundation from the drugstore is the Fit Me foundation by Maybelline. That one is amazing. Okay. I feel like I was better being foundationless. I have no words to say what this feels and looks like. I'm gonna use my hands. Maybe I have to warm it up, like the instructions say in the back. I literally look like I put too much sunscreen on here. Hey Melinda, you haven't missed much. I'm in the foundation process. And it's looking like I put too much sunscreen on. But yeah, you do this before you put on a hat. So this is definitely not my shade. I'm just trying to blend it in as much as possible. Hopefully when I cool the face with a bronzer and blush, it will like bring warmth back to the face. But I guess Margaret, maybe use some moisturizer with it. I don't think this would really work well. Okay. And I hate dragging my face. I feel like it's going to cause unnecessary wrinkles. All right. So definitely it does not match the rest of my body. And even if it didn't, you guys can't see it close up, but it literally looks like sunscreen that is dried up on your face. But we'll move on. Next, we're going to add a little bronzing. So they had these little bronzing sticks. They're called contour sticks or contouring. Blendable shimmer formula in a stick. So let's open this up. And I'm trying to apply this in the same way I would apply my normal. They didn't have any liquid highlighter in none of the two that I went to, or liquid blush. So we're just going to use powder. And I couldn't find concealer, which maybe that's a good thing. Okay, come on. All right, so this seems really light. Maybe it's buildable. Oh, it moves up and down. That's nice. So I'm going to apply it the same places I normally would, except this is super thin. So I feel like, okay, it glides super easy. I'm going to put it above my line. And I'm putting more than normal because really trying to warm this face up. And then let's put some here on the chin. It does feel like I'm putting on crayon on my face, but it doesn't smell like it or anything like that. This actually glides on really nice. So I'm just going to use my hand to blend. Sorry, I'm covering you guys. So this is not too bad. It really brings the warmth you see onto the face. Really bringing this up. Trying to hide my little baby hairs. I might just bring it in just to warm up this whiteness. Okay, that brought some warmth to the face. This is not too bad. The contour sticks. I'm just gonna add a little more just because of the colors I have. I'm gonna do a little bit of my nose. This is actually really nice for the nose. I don't really contour my nose, but um this is like petite. Again, it glides really nice. So we're just gonna, and with the warmth of the hand, it really helps melt it into your skin. I feel like it does give it a nice little glow. I feel like if I had the right foundation shade on, it would really blend really nicely into the skin. And then I'm just gonna blend it into my nose. And like I said, I don't really contour my nose, but just adding warmth to the face at this point. You see? I feel like I'm making the foundation work. Just blend that in. Perfect. All right, I think we're solving this. Next, I'm going to go in with, oh, I guess I bought 2 highlighters by mistake. 2 of the same highlighters. DM me if you want one. I'll mail it to you. All right, so I'm going to, first I'm going to start off with a blush. LA Color blush. Comes with a little blush blush brush. So they didn't really have a lot of choices. It was just this one color, and a little brush. This is really little. So we're gonna go in with this brush, really break up, like I said, the top. I always feel like cheaper makeup has like a film on top of their palettes, especially when they manufacture. So it's just taking off that top layer. It really is powdery. And then we're just gonna put it, for me, the placement up here is the best because you're lifting, and it's if I put it too up, it's gonna create my cheeks to be a little more fuller. I don't need that fullness. I'm already full enough. So we're gonna push it a little back. All right, so we're just gonna, oh, this is really light. Oh, but you can see it on the camera. So I'm just gonna go in and bring it back there. You could see a difference there. I'm trying, I'm not using my own brushes because I'm trying to use Dollar Tree stuff that I got. I did use my own brushes for my eyebrows. It's just a little challenge I gave to myself. That's all. Trying to keep it, what if you don't have stuff? So, and I do use my hands for a few looks. I'm trying to keep it simple for this. So this blush is not too bad. Right? It does look good. I'm putting a little extra. It's bringing it all together. I could give you my extra highlighter. Yeah, this is not too bad. It's actually good. What I used to do when I had a lot of different little things like this was I would depot it, meaning that I make it warm in the bottom, take it out and put it in like one of those magnet palettes and add a little magnet in the back. I'm sure you do that because you're a makeup artist, but I did it because I didn't want a lot of packaging everywhere. I'm not a sucker for packaging like some people that are like, oh, I need this because it looks like blank Jurassic Park. Even though I really wanted the Jurassic Park palette by Revolution because when you opened it, it had the Jurassic Park theme song on the top part, and then dinosaurs were 3D, and then it had a whole palette in the bottom. So I'm using the highlighter that it really reminds me of like the Razer phone. It's so thin. This one didn't come with a little brush, so I'm gonna use one of my own brushes because I don't think this will look good with my fingers. So I'm just going to break the little top part. Woo! And then just, I feel like this is going to work. Let's see here. Okay, this does not give any shimmer. I mean, there's something happening, but it's not. I mean, you could see it. There's a difference. I'm just lightly putting it on top. I feel like I put the ugliest face when I put eye highlighter on. Because I'm like, I want to be soft and like get the little high points. But then you see me on camera and I'm like, all right, you could really go hard on this one. And you see it now. But I'm really going in there. Now I like to put some like on the little tip of my nose. And then here on the Cupid's bow, because that way when you put the lipstick on, you see it gives it like a little shine. And then a little bit on the chin. You know, the highlight is just to bring out stuff. Oh, there you really see it. That's a lot. So I'm just gonna highlight parts of my face. I feel like, you know, we've forgotten about the white, even though my face is still whiter than my body. But we're making it work. We're making it work. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is, there was no setting powder at this Dollar Tree, but there was eyeliner. So, this is not eyeliner. This is actually eyelash glue that looks like a liner. It's liner eyelash glue, which I got because they actually had Ardell lashes. Not like I thought that was interesting. The Dollar Tree I went to had Ardell lashes, which at Sally Beauty and all these are like $5.99. I'm just taking it out for now. So before we do that, we're gonna put on eyeliner using the LA Colors Long Wear Liquid Liner. Now, what surprised me is that they had this liner in a lot of colors. A lot. When I say a lot, a lot. But I wanted to keep it basic, so we're gonna do black. Love your yellow rotary phone. Oh, thank you. It's actually real. So a fun thing is, random thing about me is that I have I would say a small, for some people it would be too much. A collection of rotary phones, because I have a small wall that's random in my living room that just cuts from the kitchen to the living room. It's about this wide. And I plan on putting like slanted shelves and having a bunch of different colored rotary phones. So I do have a pink one, a teal one, a green one, this one, a pink one. I already said that. I also have a reproduction pink one. So that's my plan, to have a whole wall of rotary phones like that slanted on a wall. That's been a work in progress for many years. Right now they're all lined up underneath my record player. I have a big record player and they're all under it because I haven't built shelves or anything. All right. So we're going to use this liner. Do it the same way that I've always shown in the lives. If it's your first time, I always put 2 lines here to create that triangle, like a base, and then inner corner, and work little stripes, the little sections to make the liner. Let's see, at Sunray Dolls, I grabbed a blue liner for my fairy looks. Now, I want to know, did it last you all time? I'm sure it was for the Ren Fair, maybe, or for Halloween. Did it melt off your face? I'm curious. Let me know. All right. So, let's see. The liquid liner. So, we're going to go up. And then, yeah, so create that little triangle. And then I like to go in the inner corners. I go a little extra inside. So far, this is gliding up. It's gliding nicely. It just smells like that white Elmer's glue. As long as it doesn't sting my eyes. Like in a sweat test. I'm hoping not to figure that out today. So now I'm just doing little strokes to fill it all in. I'm just gonna fill that in. It dries up really quick. So that brings the look together, you see? I feel like eyeliner really brings the look together, you know? And I'm going to keep it thin today. This Sunray Dolls will sweat off. Yeah. I love my NYX Vivid I'm sorry, the Vicks Epic because it lasts me forever. I mean, I could wear it till cars in the morning, go have lunch with a friend, and then go out to dinner, and it's still on. Let's see. So here's the same thing, a line here, and then bring it in, and then you can fill it in. Have to like re-dip because I think the eyeliner brush itself doesn't hold the liquid as much. Doesn't hold as much. So once you connect everything, you go in. I like to go in and fill in with small strokes, and I go small because that way you have more control, and you know. I feel like I have to be quiet for this part. Eyeliner smells fear. All right, so you're gonna go in there. This is not bad. I'd recommend that you could get this if you really want to practice your eyeliner. Or if you're even interested in liquid liner, just to try it out. Now, like at Sunray Doll said, it's gonna be probably gonna sweat off and test it out because if you do sweat it out and it goes into your eye, you want to make sure it doesn't sting you. So that's something to keep in mind. I do feel as it's drying, it's tightening on my eyelids, which I don't feel with a lot of other things. But hey. All right, now another interesting thing I'm so excited to try is these Ardell lashes. Like I told you, you pay $5.99 at Sally's for these. But here they're $1.25. And then it didn't come with glue, but they sell this 2-in-1 lash glue liner. Now, I guess you could have worn this as a liner, but then I feel like it would be sticky because it's a liner for glue. I'm going to use it for glue and not as a liner as we already did our liner. But that doesn't compute in my head using an eyeliner, especially if you do a large wing liner. This will probably be good if you do a small liner just on the top of your eye. But it's interesting that it claims to be a liner and a glue with extreme packaging. Where's Timmy when you need him? Just kidding. I could do it. We could do it. All right. All right. So this one definitely had the most interesting boxing. All right. All that for this. All right. So this is a glue. I'm sure it works exactly how every liner works, every glue works. So I'm not reading the instructions. Yeah. All right. Ooh. So first things first, we're going to take out the lash from its packaging carefully. And we're going to measure it onto our natural lash to make sure that it fits. This is more of the flimsy Ardell lashes, but hey, it's $1.25. All right. Now, I have, even though my eyes I feel like look big, any lashes, I always have to cut them. So hopefully I brought my scissors. But if not, I'll figure it out. And so I always recommend when you cut lashes that you cut from the thicker side. Because if not, you're going to have long lashes and then it's just going to get super long really quick. So I'm practically going to have to cut out this much. So after I lay it on my eyes and I know exactly how much I'm going to cut, I'm going to get my scissors. And if not, I'm going to have to bother Timmy. Maybe we'll have a Timmy cameo. Timmy! Can you hand me the scissors? Right on top of the dresser. And if not, we'll just see how these are constructed. Oh, my microphone. Thank you, Tammy. He says hi, guys. And he was so happy with the reaction you guys had when he did his live here with me on doing his mustache. So yeah, he was nervous, but he was excited. So yes. So here we go. Then I'm gonna get the other lash and basically cut it the same length. All right. And we're not using our fabric scissors. By the way, I don't know if anyone sews here, if you guys heard. I know at the Luna Miami told me that Joann Fabrics is filed for bankruptcy. So does that mean they're closing? Oh, all right. So we're gonna get the lash and this glue that we've never used before. Now, I know it's for eyeliner. I just can't. So I'm gonna try to paint it onto the lash like a normal glue. And we're gonna really have to saturate this. It's literally a felt pin, a felt pen. Now I don't understand how a felt pen could be a glue. I feel like I'm performing surgery right now. Guys, I'm just rubbing the top of this with the glue. Am I feeling hopeful in this one? No, because it's getting on my fingers. But something's coming off. It's covering. Oh, that helped. Shaking it helps. I have seen these inventions of liners that you could use as lash glue. But again, I feel like only if it's a small wing or something. All right. So I think these get tacky super quickly because they're getting sticky on my fingers. Oh, thank you, Sunray Doll. All right, we'll see. So I always like to grab them and do a little twist. Just that way they hug my eyes better. These are not going to be too dramatic. Oh, you know what? I did not buy mascara. And I know I had mascara. So they do sell mascara at the Dollar Tree. I know I bought one. I just don't know where it is. So I'm just going to just a little bit, not a lot, because yeah, there we go. Little cheating right there. All right, so we're gonna take our lash. I should wait for the mascara to dry, but there's glue on this. And we're just gonna apply this as close to the lash line as possible. I think the trick to lashes is the placement. You never want to put it too far away from your lash line because then people are gonna tell you have falsies. I mean, people will tell you have falsies, but you don't want them to show, you know? Okay, that glued on pretty well. So we're going to do the other side and like twist it just to help it hug your lid. And then we're going to put it down there. All right, then. All right, so that's the lashes on there. If anybody just logged in, if you could tell me if my foundation doesn't match my body. All right. Oh, see, it was hidden. See, they do have dollar store mascara. But you know what? Let's use it because our lashes are a little too small. I'm going to wait for the glue and I'm just going to apply mascara over the lashes. Now, this is not something I normally do, but I do it if I really want that drama and I'm not going to reuse the lashes again. Because if you do this, oh my God, this is thick. If you do this, I won't recommend using the lashes again. Okay, this feels like, I feel like a little girl playing with makeup because it's huge and I feel like it's like a toy. All right, so we're just going to coat this. Now, when I apply mascara, I always like to do a little wiggle because I feel like it'll help coat every lash. And the lashes are not coming off when I pull, so the glue is working, to my surprise. Okay, maybe not there. So, yeah, there we go. But yeah. Okay, this actually feels nice, this mascara. One thing I'm never like loyal to is mascara because I feel like mascara is something you could get away with being cheap. Dramatic black mascara. I'd probably reach for this again. You know, I used it really briefly, but it feels really great. All right, the next thing, I'm gonna tell you a tip about the Dollar Tree. So if you're in the makeup section, now this is something super interesting. If you ever see packaging like this that has no name brand, no nothing, I got lucky and found this one, so I got it. So this will be our lipstick for today. Because there wasn't any red lipstick. There was red glosses, like see-through glosses, and I don't want that. I want a lipstick. So at the Dollar Tree, if you go to the Dollar Tree, any packaging in the beauty section that has no markings, like I mean none of this, you know, it's usually name brand, and this one is actually a L'Oreal Paris. Like you have to twist the packaging to see the front of it, but it's a L'Oreal Paris lipstick. So let's open that up. Okay. We have scissors, so we're not gonna go crazy here. So yeah, so Dollar Tree, sometimes you could find hidden gems in these unmarked packages. Fun fact. So this one is a L'Oreal Paris. I like how the first thing that I read says, caution, flammable until dry. Do not use near fire, flame, or heat. The problem is I'm already hot enough. I might get on fire. All right. With the craziness aside, this is like a really bright orange. Hence also a reason why I wanted to wear all black, because I knew the lip was going to be crazy and I was interested in, I've never seen this L'Oreal Paris like lip. So we'll see here. Okay, the applicator is like this weird thin thing. Okay. Initial thoughts, I'm kind of sad that it's kind of thin. Thought it was going to be thicker. See, the packaging made it seem like it was going to be so thick. Let me let that dry for a second. I'm going to apply another layer. On camera, it looks fine. I was expecting like this crazy orange on my lip. It is a pretty color though. The applicator, it's like a little. So it dries down to like a soft orange. This is really interesting. The bottom lip is getting all the color. I already know that I won't reach for this often because of how many layers I have to put to get a color. I like something that is very opaque to put on, and then especially if I'm gonna go touch it up, I just want to go. I don't like. Okay, who else gets awkward when you go to the bathroom to put on lipstick in a very um like a venue, and then you have to sit there, and I don't want to be like woo woo woo, and then everyone's like, I want to wash my hands. Like, no, got things to do, people. All right, so this is what we got. I did find at the Dollar Tree this infused pressed face powder. I have no idea what's in it because the packaging was closed. But I was hoping it was a translucent powder, and it is. I'm just gonna add a little bit. I always add a little bit to my T-zones. To my T-zone. I don't have multiple T-zones. So I'm just gonna take the back of this little heart sponge that we used earlier. Again, breaking that top. Whenever I apply any type of powder, I always like to pat it somewhere else because then if I put it directly to my face, it's like too much powder. So that's a little tip. But I just like to like pat. Let's just do half of the face. Yeah. That actually looks nice. Just to add that brightness. I put a little on this side. It's not bad. I don't think it's that translucent, but it is blurring. And it's making my whiteness, the white foundation that we put, like the one that doesn't match me, a little more white. But overall, it's not bad. And I like to put it right here. I could have gone without this, but we're doing this one. We did it. All right, so we're gonna do the final takes. I like it. What's that color called? You're talking about the lipstick, Sunray. It's L'Oreal Paris. It looks just like this. It just has 436 Radiate. It's a pretty color. If you like this, who is it here? Margaret says it looks red on camera, but it's orange. If you like orange lipsticks, MAC has a really good one. I'm blanking out the name, but MAC has a really good one. They also have orange reds that are beautiful. Oh my god, I wore it all the time. And also kimchi. Is it kimchi? Yeah, not kimchi. Kimchi's a food. Oh my god. But there is a makeup brand, Kimchi, by a drag queen that has it too. It's 436 Radiate / got it. Looks orange to me. Yeah, perfect. It is orange. Ruby Lawless. I have that too, and it's very thin and orange. Yeah, I love the orange. I just hate, like you say, that the formula is just it's thin, and I had to apply, like you guys saw, 4 layers of it. All right, my final thoughts on all the products here. The hits and misses. Now, you can't see it super close up. Overall, I think I succeeded, okay? I think I succeeded in the darkness with not too much light on my face. You guys won't tell that my face doesn't match my skin. The one thing I think that I've mentioned multiple times is the foundation. Now, I was a little weary when it looked like a lip gloss because it looks like a lip gloss. And they only had 3 shades: light, medium, and dark, basically. This thing was not matte, and it was, I would say, no foundation from the drugstore, at least this one. The primer was fine. It just had a funky smell to it. Made in China. I would look into this though, because it did have a weird smell. The LA Girls contour stick, it was good. I'd give this a try, especially if you want to practice contouring. I know they also had highlight sticks, but they looked a little too dark for me. So this would be great for practicing, like if you want to get into contouring and highlighting and all that in that world. Um, this is great. This is great. Like I said, I've used this before. This was my go-to high school to college, and it's $1.25 for all these colors, and they have different color ranges as well. I'd recommend that you use other brushes, not the one that comes with it. Like I showed you how it looks and the fingers. You could make it work. Like if you're in a pinch, it's okay. You saw it. It works. This brow thing is a pass for me. It's still, oh, it closed now. Um, this is literally just an eyeshadow palette. You could get away with just using this for your eyebrows if you really wanted it. But the Dollar Tree also has eyebrow pencils. Um, but I wanted something different because the packaging you saw, it looked cute. It was like a mini kit. And mascara, I'm gonna reach for this. This was fine. The lashes are perfect for $1.25. So the only thing is they weren't very dramatic, but they were fine. If you're looking for something that is more natural, that you just want to fill your eyebrows to make them look fuller, then these would be great because they're small and they're good. The glue, great concept. It worked, but I'd still go back to my duo. I would say that would be an investment if you're getting into makeup. And then the blush, I liked it. The blush is really good, you know. So yeah, this is the look 100% made with drugstore makeup, from foundation to eye makeup. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And yes, I think it looked good. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me in this little science experiment. Woo, science experiment today. Want to tell you guys, Rosie just wants to tell you guys that you're awesome and keep going. And I love you guys. Have a beautiful Monday, and I will see you all next week for Monday Night Lives with a Pinup Miami. I just came up with that little slogan. Oh, Ruby says sometimes my skin will itch from foundation. Yeah, that's why it's important to patch test. Don't be crazy like me and just put stuff on your face, because just like Miss Raisin Hell said, I could wake up with a rash, but doing this for science. Plus, I'm gonna go wash this off now with my Korean skincare regimen. But yeah, be careful when you try new things. I would be wary of the eyeliner, because I feel like if it sweats, it's gonna sting my eyes. It already starts feeling like, remember how I said it was starting to feel like it was drying on my eyelids? I feel like it's gonna start flaking off. You know what? Let's test this out. I feel like if I touch it, it's gonna flake off. Yeah, see? You can't see it, but it's just flaking off. And it's super shiny. Yeah, that's coming off. So, yeah, but the look is, if you really need something, make it work. All right. Thank you again for joining. Have a beautiful Monday. And make sure to tune in next week, Monday at 8 p.m. Grab your favorite beverage, meet me with your pajamas, and learn something new. And have fun with me and hang out. And if you're here watching live or you're rewatching it after, thank you so much for joining. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Pinup Miami. Or if you're watching on Facebook, subscribe to Rockabillaque. Thank you guys, and have a beautiful day. Boom, 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 boom. I feel like the awkward dance at the end.